Okay, so I had just received some of the things that we are going to use for our homeschooling year this year. And these are things that I have not used yet. So I really, it's going to be new for me for this year. But the one thing that I have used that I like, yeah?
Can I have all of this or really ain't left?
Nutella. No.
What?
You already had a little bit today.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Go. Go.
I had one crumb.
Go.
Wow.
Okay, so the one thing that we have used in previous years that I like is Explode the Code. So this I'm using for my second grader. We have number 1 that she is currently working on that we're not finished with, but we will finish, and then we will move on to this. They're honestly pretty easy, especially for the older kids, but it's just, you know, this is for my second grader, so these are all pretty good things. You know, spell out the word STEM, and you circle which parts of the words go to it, or letters that go to the word. So, and some of them are fun. You know, they say silly things, and that kind of makes it fun. You know, you pick between you know, the 2 sentences about that tells about the picture. So like a crab has a mask, or the crab has 6 mitts. You know, so it's just kind of fun. They're silly and the kids like them. So this is for my second grader, and then I'm kind of going off of their grades, and I may have to get different levels for them. But the 4 will be for my 4th grader, and like I said, like anytime she's ever done Explode the Code, she finds it to be pretty easy, but they're good, you know, they go over rules and things like that. So they're just good, easy reminders for them. So they get through it super quick, but they like it. And then, watch out, Speedy, sit back, sit back. And then this I got, they only had a 6.5 there for my 6th grader, so she's doing a 6.5, but I think it'll be just fine because, yeah, she'll do great. So like I said, I mean, a lot of this is pretty easy, but it's a good refresher for them, and like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time. So this will be for my 7th grader.
Hey.
This one has a story and then some questions.
Sounds horrible.
And then this one has crossword puzzles. Anyway, so obviously it's for older kids, where the other ones is super easy. But so those are the Explode the Code, and like I said, I like these. They've worked well for us in the past, but they are pretty easy. But it's just good. So and then I have, this is going to be new for us this year. This is Spelling UC, and I've heard a lot of really great things about them. So I'm really excited about using these. I do have A for this one. Hi. Don't rip, bend them, okay? So then I have these. So I probably got, like my 4th grader would be C, but I probably could have gotten D for her. But I didn't want to start too high of a level because I didn't want them to lose confidence if it was just too hard. So I figured we'll start with a level below. So C is for my 4th grader, E is for my 6th grader, and F is for my 7th grader. And they come with, well, let's see if I can open these up and show you. We'll just open up one. So anyway, so I'm excited to try the Spelling UC, because I've just heard a lot of great things about it. So in a kit, this is what you get. You get pencils too, yeah. So you have part 1 and part 2, and then no, not yet, sweetheart. Leave it BK. And then we have some erasable colored pencils, because in these books you have to mark, they'll tell you what to mark, you know, with just like vowel chunks. So, and then it has the whole list of what the vowel chunks are, so as they read it, they will mark these vowel chunks. And then over here, this is copy work, so they would copy the what's written here. So And then here you can see the same kind of thing, different vowel chunks, consonant chunks that you would do, that you would color. And you use, the reason you have the colored pencils is because they tell you to do them in a certain color. So, and then over here, is the dictation. So either I would read it to them and then they would write it. But honestly, to be completely honest, if I don't have time or I'm, my time is elsewhere, then they can just copy it straight over. So, and this is great because it practices your handwriting, which means we really don't need to practice any other writing unless we want to implement cursive, which we very well might do. So,
I want a cursive book.
Yeah, that would be cool.
No, I'm not. I just want learning how to do.
Anyway, so that's how it is all the way through the book. And I've heard, so this is for the older elementary grades, and so the lines here are smaller, whereas in like the C, I've heard that the spacing with the lines you write on are bigger, so it's easier for them to write on. Okay, so that's those. And then like I said, I have level A for my second grader. I probably could have done B, but I'm starting off being a little bit conservative about them. These are kind of pricey. I want to say that I've seen them for $50. I don't know. I got these through the school that we're signed up through, but I believe that's what I saw them for. Honestly, I could be totally wrong. That's what I'm thinking I saw. So, alright. And then we have our math. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on different math programs. One that we've used in the past is teaching textbooks. We really like that. It's fun and entertaining for the kids, but it does seem to be like a grade behind, but I do like it, so we will see. We've used that in previous years, and it's, we've liked it fine. Just jump up, find the level that you're at, and there you go. All right, so math, you see. So there is a video for the parent. The kids can watch too, especially the older grades, that teach you how to do it. Now, I've noticed, so of course this isn't all of the ones that they have, but it kind of goes through subjects. So like this one is all about multiplying single multiple digits and division. And now, like my 7th grader, like he's done decimals and fractions and things like that are more of like a pre-algebra type math. But they keep them all separate, it seems like. But he does struggle with his division. So we are going to start with division and then maybe skip around. So I got division for my 7th grader. The beta is, that's multiple digit addition and subtraction. I got for, who did I get that for? My 4th grader, but honestly she does that really well, so I was kind of thinking of having her do, like 2 of my daughters do the multiplication one. And then this one I got for my 2nd grader, the single digit addition and subtraction. And I think that'll be good for her. Yeah, so we'll see. This is kind of a learning process. Now, in this pack you get, so you see there's 2 books. The top one is the teacher manual, and the bottom one is the student manual, the workbook. So, I don't know if I'm going to need the teacher manual so much. I think the video explains a lot of the things, so especially with the younger grades, I'm not too worried about using the teacher manual. But the student workbook,
Mommy.
yeah.
Need water.
You need water?
I can't turn it up.
How about you have Aaron help you? He's in the kitchen.
No, the chef said me go to bed.
Oh.
Because he knew I was tired. Because I told him.
Alright, so I take that back. It comes with 3. So you have the teacher manual. Allison, go get some water. Aaron, will you help her get water, please?
I don't know where her cup is.
In the cupboard. There's lots up there. Alright, so we have the instruction manual. And then this is the test book. So this, I'm assuming, is a full of a bunch of tests. And again, this is for my second grader. So I think this will be good. First time I'm really looking through it. So, and honestly, these all look pretty easy. But I do like how, you know, you fill in the blanks there and some word problems, so that's good. And then this is the workbook. So now with the workbook, I've been told that it is totally fine to skip around. Like if we're going through the book and we're just like, oh, my kid totally knows this, to skip the lessons and move on. So yeah, so I am not going to feel bad if we do not do every lesson. But yeah, just be kind to yourself and don't feel bad if you have to skip around. That's the beauty of homeschool. So I'm liking how this looks. I think this will be great.
Why you said Allison is my name?
Allison?
Yeah.
Did I say Allison?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Why
Well,
you say that?
I don't know.
Maybe you're one of these was for me.
Oh, don't worry. I'll have your books, okay? I just don't have them out yet. So she's all right, so she's only 4, so we do fun type stuff, learning letters and sounds and shapes and color. Although I mean, she knows shapes and colors and all that, but you know, starting to read the little words, that kind of thing. So
I don't know all of the things.
so anyway, I'm excited about this math. I think it'll be good. So yeah, this will be great. And then yeah, so we'll see how that all goes. Of course, there are more than what I have available, but these are the ones that I got. Like I said, my son could probably do the pre-algebra, but he does not feel confident in his long division, so that's why I got these, because or this one for him, and then we'll probably skip up to pre-algebra one later. So the other thing that I got to go with the math is these. They do have another, so once you start fractions, the fractions, they do have a manipulative set for fractions, I believe. So
Mom,
yes.
babies this.
Nope.
I just want to babies.
Nope.
What's inside?
Oh, the other thing that I forgot is the spelling you see. So the other thing that I picked up with my books is the instructor handbook. Now really, I've heard that you don't need these, but they have all the answer keys of what they're supposed to be marking. So that's why I have them, just to make sure that I am correcting their work correctly. So that is that. And that's how they are for all of them. So just shows you the markings, what they're supposed to be doing, and you can double check them and make sure they're doing it correctly. So yes, I'll show you it in a minute. Should we open this and see?
Yeah, but
Alright, so this is the Matthew C. Manipulative Kit.
baby stuff.
Well, hold on a minute. So we've got the Matthew C.
I love these.
block kit. So this talks, you know, manuals, blah, blah, blah.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
You can get them together.
So we have that. Proudly assembled by. Hold on, sweetheart. And then you have, you know, your tens and your hundreds and things like that. That you will use as you are using the Matthew C. All of these. So, yeah. And I think you can use these throughout all the levels, but I think they're more geared towards the elementary years. So, but we will not lose these because these are all on borrow. So we need to give these back. All of the stuff that we write in, of course we don't have to give those back because we're writing in them, but all of the teacher manuals and DVDs and this type of stuff will go back to the school that we are signed up under. Also, just in case you guys didn't know, we do family vlogging. I tried to follow Chimp Healthy Mama, my workout, weight loss stuff that I talk about, and then just family things that we do. We don't post all the time, but I do try to do it on occasion, and sometimes I leave. like to talk about wanting to do it, you know, on a weekly basis, but it just never happens. But if you are wanting to see those videos, please feel free to subscribe and like this video if you liked it too. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
Mom.
Okay, so one thing that I didn't realize until I was looking at it, so all of like the spelling you see comes with the two books, part 1 and part 2, but the A just comes with this one book. It is it's a nice thick book, but it just comes with the one and then the instructor handbook. So I just wanted you to know that that only came with one, not the two parts. So yeah, and if you so in this one, just if you guys want to see kind of what's inside it, like these shaded spots are for like the vowels, and in the instructor handbook they tell you what words they're supposed to write here, and then at the beginning it's a little bit more practice and things like that. So yeah, so that is that. I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so, okay, good luck you guys. Happy homeschooling.